Hey everybody, welcome back to this, I think it's what, our third lesson of our lesson series here of how to learn guitar the proper way. Brought to you by Touch Music. So anyways, last time where we left off, I was showing you the first lesson. We're just doing these practice this, then 1, 2, 3, 4 type thing, you know what I mean, back and forth, whatever. And then I had you double tapping it with the pick. So sometimes you hear tapping, and tapping will mean things like that or whatever, but it's not what I'm talking about. I just meant double tapping with a pick, like on the string. I sometimes say that, but anyways, we just want to pick a couple notes, and like I said, don't always try to do those downstrokes. We want to try to do up and down, alternatively back and forth like this. But at first, if that seems difficult, like I said, try the downs, try the ups. Just downstrokes is fine at the beginning, but you want to be able to do it up too. You know what I mean? And then alternatively, you want to be able to do that or whatever, and then whatever. You just want to be able to do, that's not alternate picking, that's just kind of a legato thing. But anyways, so I hope you were doing that, and it's been a week and a half, 2 weeks or so, give or take, with the first 2 lessons. So once you do that, I'm hoping you're able to get on all the strings now where you're going, so forth like this, you know what I mean, and then going backwards, whatever, up, backwards, back down. So once you get a little bit of a hang of that, and you don't even have to look at the guitar kind of when you're doing it, then you're ready for this next exercise. And this exercise right here is probably the most important exercise you're probably going to do. I would say it's definitely one of the top 5. It's a very simple one. Most people might scoff at it, but I don't care, because I know what this exercise did for me anyways when I was first learning how to get my finger dexterity and everything else. And I mean, and at that point in time, I already had finger dexterity, but it was amazing once I did this exercise how I started thinking, I don't have it like I thought I had it, So anyways, this is what I'm going to show you, and I might over embellish what I'm doing, so anybody out there that's looking at saying, oh, he's picking it weird or looking weird, I'm doing it on purpose so people can sort of clearly see what I'm doing for this exercise. So we're going to start on the 5th fret. So remember when I was explaining about position, right? So this is position, how we got that there, okay? So this is going to play always on this fret, that's always going to play on that fret, that's always playing on that one, that's always playing on that one. Now, you're going to learn in life you got the exceptions where you're going to move that there, or you're going to move that down, or you're going to even move that further. But we're not going to worry about things like that right now. But anyways, so we're going to play in position. So you want to make sure we're starting on the 5th fret. So you got 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So those are the frets we're going to be using. Now this is what's called a spider walk, I guess. It's what people have given the name out in life. And there's more difficult spider walks out there too that you can just look up online or whatever. You can go to like a place like Ultimate Guitar or something. They got some pretty cool lessons in there too. But anyways, so I just want to show you how to do this spider walk. So we're just going to start on 5. So I'm over embellishing. Remember this, I'm lifting my hand up quite high here so you can see. So it's my first finger, right? So all we're going to do is tap, and I'm picking downwards, I'm starting with, and then I'm going to pick upwards to that. So that's where on the 7th. And then we want to come down to the next string, which is the A string. We by the way, we haven't gone through notes and strings and stuff like that. Don't worry, we're not worried about that right now. That's going to be once you get some dexterity, then things are going to come together and make sense. Because remember, I said it's a method of madness in the first video. I'm pretty sure I said that. But anyway, so we're going 5, we're going 7, and then we're going to go 6 with our middle finger, and then we're going to take our pinky and we're going to drop it on the 8th. So again, 7, 6, 8. So I started, I think with an up there, but anyway, so we're going to go down, up. This is the pick, down, up. So it's always down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to progress that all the way down. So you want to go, so you can clearly see my fingers, I hope, which ones are playing there. And then if you feel really brave, let's do it backwards. And if you noticed, I don't know if some of you did, I started it with an up stroke on my way back and then a down. Where here we start with down, then up. So again, I'm just going to do this once more. I don't want to try to sound repetitive, but just to make sure. So we go 5, 7, 6, 8. Just remember that in order. 5, 7, 6, 8, 5, 7, 6, 8. Then obviously it's backwards. 8, 6, 7, 5, 8, 6, 7, 5, 8, 6, 7, 5. So there you go. So just practice, like I said, you want to go up and down on each string as you're doing. So up, down, or even if you want to start with up, that's perfectly fine. It's just you want to be alternative picking. So, you know, like, you know, I don't know if you guys can see this, but down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Doesn't matter. So just do it like that. These are, I know they kind of suck exercises, believe me. But once you sit there, like I said before, watch TV, whatever the hell. Fucking when you're gabbing with someone on the phone, oh, people love that one. I told you. But just do it. Just do it. I mean, in spare time. So you just, you know. And here's another way. Once you're figuring the fretting out and you feel comfortable, here's a faster way to get it now. But this is only, I mean, obviously it'll be for a certain style because most people like to not have notes bleed or ring out when they do things like this. But don't worry about that. So just, it's to get your finger dexterity used to what they should be doing. So once we hit the first one on 5, go down to the 7. Keep it there though. Don't lift it. And then bring that one down to the 6. So downstroke again, and then a pinky here, upstroke. So once you do that, we've got all fingers sitting on strings here, so you can kind of clearly see that if you can. Okay, so see how I do that? That'll get your fingers to start staying low, so you can get used to not doing one of, you know, like, sorry, like it's hard to do even like that, but like, you know, like I was doing earlier, embellishing them where my fingers are really lifting. That's a no-no. You don't want to do that. For some people, to help overcome this is going to seem weird, but it works. Go straight up to a wall, sit flat. So you obviously want to be on a wall that's going to be here where you can come up to it. So you might want a doorway on this side where you can kind of stand to it. But go up to a wall and put your hands kind of fingers so they're like against the wall like that. Like this is the wall that touches basically, and it'll keep your hands low when you're practicing exercises like that. It'll literally keep your fingers all low. The problem I seem to have sometimes, it's only when I'm playing slow though, like my pinky tends to lift up a little higher than I want to, but when I play fast it doesn't tend to do that, so it stays pretty low. And I think the reason it stays up sometimes when I'm playing slower, because I'm used to doing a lot of hammer-ons with it when I'm playing certain music and stuff, and I think it's become a terrible habit because I can hammer really hard with those pinkies, right? So, but yeah, so that's the exercise. So remember, just 5, 7, 6, 8, all the way down. And then once you get used to that, this exercise, I guarantee, is going to totally kill your playing, man. It's going to top notch it to like 200, 300% than what you were used to with dexterity, because these spider walks actually, they separate everything. And the tab should have been in below, by the way, when I was doing them. And I'll just guess I'll put it up there at the end too for you, so you can pause the video or whatever, look at it. It's pretty simple. But yeah, so just practice those, and don't forget, you know, those are good actually warm-up exercises. You can try those anywhere you want, sort of thing too. You know what I mean? You don't have to necessarily be down where I showed you. Like, you can, whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? Try it anywhere, in all places. You know what I mean? And get used to that. Move one up at a time and keep going. Whatever you want to do. Like invent your own is kind of what I'm getting at. But those spider walk exercises, definitely practice those because and everywhere too if you can. Like start it here if you want, there, wherever you want to start it, and practice with the, don't forget the downstroke up. So down up, down up, down up, down up, down up on each string as you're going, or like I said, if you want to reverse it, up down up down up down up down. It doesn't matter. It's whatever you feel comfortable with, and you should try every which way. And whatever you don't feel comfortable with, that's what you need to do too. Do that more, what you don't feel comfortable with, because eventually you'll just overcome it and you won't even be thinking about it anymore when you play. Trust me, it's going to become natural, so that when you're starting to lead towards whatever string you're about to hit next, you're going to probably pick towards that way with the previous note, because you're coming up to whatever string, whatever. It just starts becoming like economized with your own head naturally. But anyways, that's it, and I'll see you in the next video with some more gruesome, awesome, I just love these exercise type things. But anyways, you guys take care, and if you have any questions or comments, you go ahead and leave them. I tend to answer just about everybody or everyone on other, because I have other channels too, spread around a few places, so doing other things. So I always try to answer everybody. So anyways, leave a comment if you want, or if you got some feedback. See you later. Bye bye.